everyone, today we're going to be talking about YouTube and copyright, specifically with regards to the Hitler Rants meme. If you're not familiar with the Hitler Rants meme, what that is when a YouTuber has taken a clip from the movie Der Untergang, which translates to downfall, and puts different subtitles underneath it, making it something silly instead of something quite serious.
Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt. Ich hab weggelegt! Ich hatte gut daran getan! Niederträchtige, treulose Feiglinge!
Mein Führer, ich kann nicht zulassen, dass die Soldaten, die für Sie verbringen...
Feiglinge! The Hitler Rants videos have been popular on YouTube for years. Only recently have they caused some controversy over whether they are copyright infringement or fair use. Even though the Hitler Rants meme is considered by most people to be a parody, that doesn't necessarily mean it's protected under fair use. There are 4 things we need to consider before we determine whether it's fair use. Those 4 things are the purpose and the character of the use, the nature of the original copyrighted work, the amount and substantiality of the portion used, and how the use will affect the potential market value of the original copyrighted work. First, the purpose or the character of the use. This includes such things as whether the use is for non-profit or educational purposes. I think we can all agree that the Hitler Rants memes are not educational, but they certainly don't make any money for the YouTube user either. Additionally, we must also consider whether the use is transformative or not. Is changing the subtitles a substantial enough change to make it transformative? If you speak English, it might be. If you speak German, it may not really change it enough. Second, the nature of the copyrighted work. Is it factual or creative? Although the movie itself involves real people and events, the reinterpretation is dramatic and creative. Third, the amount or substantiality of the portion used in relation to the original copyrighted work. The Hitler Rants meme typically uses only 2 to 3 minutes of the 3-hour film. But Constantine Film, the people who own the copyright to the movie Downfall, claim that the 2 to 3 minutes that they use makes up the core heart of the work. This, in fact, would be against copyright law. Fourth, the effect of the use on the potential market value of the original work. Some people claim that such a comedic use of such a serious part of the film destroys the user's experience when watching the entire film. Once you've seen the parody, can you separate the parody from the film? Or now when you watch Downfall, will you always be thinking about how Hitler is ranting about Kanye West or the new iPod? Others claim that the exposure that Constantine Film has gotten from the parody vastly increases the market value of the Downfall movie. There are thousands upon thousands of people who had never even heard of this movie until the parody became viral. Even the director of the film does not think that the parodies damage the original work. He also thinks they're free publicity and they've really expanded the audience of this film where there wasn't one before. Since Constantine Film and the creators of the parodies have not gone to court, there has not been an official ruling as to whether the Hitler Rants parodies are fair use. In fact, there's very little pre-existing rulings that help in this case. Last year, Constantine Films filed a copyright infringement notice with YouTube. According to the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, YouTube had no choice but to take down the Hitler Rants parodies. On April 21st, 2010, they did just that. There was a tremendous fan backlash. There were discussions all across the internet as to whether these videos were fair use and whether or not Constantine Films had the right to take them down in the first place. There were parodies of the parodies being taken down. People found loopholes around YouTube's Content ID system and would post maybe just the audio of the clip as opposed to the video. A day or so later, Constantine Films, possibly in response to all the backlash, stopped issuing copyright infringement notices, and by October of 2010, YouTube stopped taking down any of the Hitler Rants parodies at all. Many people question the motives behind the takedown. YouTube uses a Content ID system, which allows copyright holders to upload what amounts to the digital fingerprints of their work. When unauthorized videos match these fingerprints, YouTube can then take them down. If this is the case, then why was the original film allowed to stay on YouTube in 17 parts, but the parodies were all taken down? One theory is that, since the meme was falling out of popularity, taking it down would drive it right back up again. Whether or not that was Constantine's intent, that is precisely what happened. The Digital Millennium Copyrights Act requires sites like YouTube to take down infringing material the moment it is reported. So, I have 2 questions for the class to discuss. First, do you think the Hitler Rants parodies are fair use? Second, this takedown obviously gave someone at YouTube a lot of work to do. If it was one big publicity stunt, do you think YouTube should be allowed to sue Constantine Films for abuse of the Digital Millennium Copyrights Act? YouTubers, feel free to discuss in the comments as well. Thanks!